I just checked. I would have interrupted it earlier, but I was like, hey, let me see in case it's doing that music thing, you know.
Well, welcome everyone now for real. So, fortunately, we're not going to do a recap of everything we said. My OBS has did the thing where I click live, but it doesn't loads like it's going live, but doesn't go all the way live. Where I can see the preview in my screen, but it's not on YouTube. But with that, we kind of went over where the group is with the invasion of Ethor, catalog the resources they were able to bring to bear, as well as how they were able to do so. And now the party is able to kind of start making their way either to the planet or to the world ship. I'm not sure which way you guys are going. And while we're doing that too, does anybody else have any questions on the scenario or kind of what's going on?
I believe, if I recall correctly, our plan was to hijack the elevator, which we have successfully done, and we're now going to start making our way down to the planet. Is that correct? And how long did you say that was going to take, Tegan?
It would take 10 minutes.
Okay. So in addition to the checks that we're going to be making and everything, is there any other stuff that our characters are able to do to prepare before we get to that ground level in the midst of all the chaos that's happening out in the space world?
You wouldn't have time for a short rest, but you can pitch me on something that you're thinking of.
Okay. I mean, to get prepared for this, because this is going to be a hardcore scenario, I'm looking at just two force abilities that I want to be able to cast on myself before reaching the ground floor if possible. One of those is Force Body, and then I have a free cast of it stored in my ring of force stuff. I forget the exact name of it. It's my force ring. What is it? Ring of Apprentice Force storing. I've got Vitality Shield stored up in there as well, so I wanted to cast both of those on me.
Perfect. What's the duration for those two?
Both are for 1 hour, no concentration.
Okay.
So I'd want to reassess, because I did want to set that mining ship to go kabloomy. You know, just what else are we going to do with it, right? If it's going to take us 10 minutes to get down, maybe, I don't know, my best guesstimate as to how long it takes to get from the bottom to the top, and set it to that plus 5 minutes or plus 3 minutes.
All right. So with that will be a demolitionist check. Pretty hard with the current materials, unless you guys have some shape charges or breaching charges.
Just real quick,
I also want to quickly mention last time I did get off. I did get off force spotting, and let us not forget about the basilisk this time.
I was actually literally about to say that. Also, on top of what I was going to do with Vitality Shield, Tegan, I would like to use Casting Specialist the exact same way that Horus does. So I'll be maxing the 2d8 to automatically get 16 right there, and then I'm going to upcast to 5th level for an additional 3d8. So that'll, whatever the total is, so it'll be 16 plus whatever minus off my normal hit points, and then the total times 2 is my temp HP then.
Perfect. Could you repeat that one more time?
So Vitality Shield, you roll all the dice. So I'm going to be doing 5d8, but maxing 2 of them with Casting Specialist.
All right.
And then whatever you roll, that is taken away from your normal hit points.
Okay.
And then whatever that amount is doubled and turned into temporary hit points.
Perfect. Yeah,
I can link the power too for you if you'd like.
Just make sure to keep track of the timing. So you have about 50 minutes left.
Okay.
So Val's all set, but I crit 3 times last fight, so I, as a person, am expecting Val to die. Just preparing mentally for that luck to come around.
Okay. Here's to hoping it's not the case.
Okay, so that'll be 11 plus the other two, 2d8. So 11 plus 16. So that's 17, 27 off my health, but it's 27 times 2 hit points, or temporary hit points. So 54.
Wait, looking good. Could I argue that if I'm trying to do something to the ship, that it would be a mechanics kit check?
You can, but you're trying to do precise detonations to it, so it's going to be a harder DC. The mechanics
I have
kit.
a demolitions kit if you want me to help.
I almost forgot something you needed to do.
In that.
Okay.
Horse was concentrating on Beacon of Hope last time. Would that still be up?
Yeah, it's pretty much right after the fight.
In that case, I would like to cast Improved Force Seal. Oh, it wants me to put this on the map somewhere. Here we go, and took the wrong amount of force.
Quick reminder, well, also, Horace, who has the additional 20 HP? Was that just me, or is that everybody that has additional, or to our maximum HP?
Everybody.
Sweet. Okay, so I have like a separate tracker over here. I've got 58 out of 94 right now. So, how much are you healing right now?
24 to everybody, thanks to Beacon of Hope.
All right. Any other prep that you guys want to do?
I guess since Val is proficient in explosives, by all means, I'll let him take the reins on this.
All right, Val, give me a demolitions kit check as you guys are trying to set the mining vehicle to destroy the umbilical connecting the world ship to the Shaper's Den on the planet.
What is the... Is that intel for the ability modifier?
That'd be intel, yeah.
Right.
Hey.
All right, nice.
Nice. You're able to get through, and you set it pretty well. You definitely see kind of the mining drill sparking. Definitely seems like a fairly controlled spark. You think it should be definitely after you guys are out of the umbilical cord, and should be roughly near reaching back up.
So Val will hop back down and just be like, Val has set the charge for 3 minutes.
Three.
Wait, 3 minutes, and then what happens?
Yeah. It explodes. Val has set it for 3 minutes upon arrival to the surface. And then he'll like hesitate, or he says, or 3 minutes.
I really hope it's that second one.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, while we're waiting to get to the bottom, I'm gonna see if there's anything interesting on the Vong that we took down.
Perfect. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
All right.
You see kind of on the Vong, got a lot of the usual ritual scarring, armor pieces. But one of the things you do notice on the Shaper that you took down within the elevator, you see kind of almost in this flesh-like pocket upon her robes with kind of this little slime to it. You do see kind of a smaller vilip located within it. And the vilips are the communication devices.
Yeah. You know what? Why not? I mean, all right. I guess I'll pocket the thing. Or keep it in the pouch, the flesh pouch. Oh, that just feels gross to say. But yeah.
So when they're being communicated with through these, is it just going into their mind? Have we kind of been told about how these things kind of function?
You've seen them before, so when they are communicated with, they like they're a little bulby flesh thing normally, but when somebody communicates with them, they like almost open like a flower, and you can see like a rendition of the person that's communicating with you.
All right.
So we can see them and they can see us.
Mhm.
Uh-oh. Well, I mean, they already know we're here.
Yeah, why not? I'll just keep it in a pouch, whatever. I'm guessing if it, whatever the equivalent of ringing is, I can just ignore the damn thing.
Why is it so dark in here?
Hissing. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, you guys hurtle down down the elevator, making your way to planet side. You all have a few moments to catch up with how the battle is going in space. You see kind of the initial strategy bore you guys well, allowing the Sith dreadnoughts to play a ton of damage on one of the 4 of the Yuzon Vong capital ships, with the Jedi starfighters clearing out a path. But you start to see the Yuzon Vong almost starting to act in concert a little bit, starting to get more organized, starting to shore up their defenses. You see that one of the few things happen at once. The Yuzon Vong ship that was heavily damaged, that capital ship, it is letting off pieces of atmosphere. You see its Dovin basils are kind of almost only occasionally intercepting blasts. Its magnum spitters are only occasionally shooting out. But one of the things you notice, it is picking up speed rapidly, and it is launching itself almost in a suicide run towards one of the Sith dreadnoughts. And as this is going on, you see the Yuzon Vong ships kind of start stopping focus on the starfighters as much as starting to kind of lay fire upon the mining drills, as well as the starfighter, the mining drills, as well as the capital ships. It seems like they kind of changed tactics a little bit. Now, you guys aren't in actual command of this right now, but you would have had chances to kind of prep your commanders. What advice would you guys have given your commanders for this scenario before departing to the planet side?
I think what we had initially given was focus on these dreadnoughts at all costs. I forget how many. We're not on that screen right now. I forget how many dreadnoughts that there were, but it was essentially to alpha down one, and then move on to the next immediately. Focus on nothing else. Just take them out, take them down, and then move, and then reassess after that. Was that correct, guys? I think that's what it was. It was just moving counterclockwise or clockwise, whatever we decided. They're going to move around. They're going to go from one to the nearest, to the nearest, to the nearest until they're all down.
Jeffrey, that was your initial strategy, but how are you guys reacting with what's going on now? Or how would you have advised your commanders to react with one of those capital ships that you guys were barreling down that is doing a suicide run, as well as the starfighters for the Yuzon Vong, the Coral Skippers, kind of changing targets from mixing up with the Jedi to targeting the capital ships along with the drills?
The gist of, I think, would have been said was, we all might come from different backgrounds, but you're here together. Fight as one. Don't choose different objectives. Don't stray off. Whatever decisions you make as a unit. So if one of them's gonna play more defensively, they all need to play it more defensively. More offensively, exact same thing. But no, don't spread yourselves too thin on some glory target or whatever the case may be. Just whatever you do it together. And to trust their instincts. They're up there, not us.
Perfect. Does the crew have anything else to add?
Maybe just
do not hesitate. Show no mercy. That's all.
Yeah, at the end, yeah.
What's Val thinking?
If the fighters are going to focus on the drills, then press the advantage and take advantage getting close. That'd probably be.
Yeah, once they realize what they're there for, they're probably going to focus on that to protect their bigger ships. So like you said, press that advantage. As soon as their focus shifts from one, use it.
Perfect. So how would the fighters press the advantage on that side?
I feel like redoubling down on the bigger ships, as was stated prior, but that's just a me thing. Anyone else have any other ideas?
Yeah, I would say instead of trying to dogfight with the coral skippers, if the coral skippers are going after the mining, then that leaves the bigger ships vulnerable. So focus on the one trying to ram us, right? And then we actually can enact our strategy of, okay, you want to focus on that, then we'll go one ship at a time.
Yep.
Just swarm them.
Perfect. All right. So you guys, three of you roll 2d10. One of you roll 3d10.
I will roll 2. Nice. What's a success? A 6 or a 7?
6 plus.
Nice.
And you got 2 successes on yours.
And a crit.
Ooh.
All right. So
So is that just a teensy bit?
how do everybody rolls horse?
4.
Malachi,
I
you
can
went-
roll. It's just my forge is acting up.
Oh, no worries. I think you may have rolled a few times on that one. So take your first one.
Oh, dang! I did. Sorry.
No worries. I thought everybody was rolled as you at first. So I was like, well, how did everybody do that? But no worries. Sweet. So going through, Val, you were able to get a crit and a success, so +3 on that side. Vars, 1 success, 4. Horace, your first one success as well, 5 for the crew. And let's see what you guys have to beat for the Vol. 3. So right now, 5. You guys are tied up. I don't think we need Malachi. So Malachi, I think we lost him due to internet. So we'll give him a second to get back. But yeah, right now it's pretty even up. You see your starfighters kind of peeling off from dogfighting the coral skippers, as the coral skippers are kind of raining molten plasma upon the drills and starting to make their way toward the dreadnought that is racing towards the cruisers. You see it seems to be a pretty neck and neck battle at this point, with it hard to say which side it's going to go to. Let's see, is Malachi back?
I'm back. I had to turn my camera off. I'm having the same issues as last time, I think. So
Oh, no worries. Roll 2d10.
3.
Oh, 3d10.
Nice. Should be enough.
Solid. You guys are able to kind of the commanders running off of the guidance that you gave them before. You see as the dreadnought begins just kind of charging, almost suiciding, running into one of the Sith capital ships. You see the starfighters kind of peel off and begin just dropping proton torpedoes, blasters, just raining havoc down on that dreadnought. You see the Sith capital ships begin to focus upon it as well, just their turbo lasers chipping off pieces of the large coral and just stopping it dead in its tracks, kind of just blasting it apart. And you see, even as it's going through, the various groups and factions kind of flying under the Defend the Station banner, listening to that message of unity. You see the Jedi coming to assist the Sith capital ship rather than leaving the Sith to their own devices. Everybody just fighting and pushing on as the battle rages on. And with that, you also see with one of the capital ships depleted in the Yuzon Vong, their rating goes down a bit. No longer are they 70-10, they are now 60-10, and a little bit easier to combat.
Ooh.
But with that, you guys kind of get a chance or a breather to kind of watch the tactical display on one of your data pads, but eventually you do feel a lurch as the elevator brings you to the ground or to Ethor itself. And you see kind of this fleshy membrane recede, allowing you guys to enter the Shaper's Den. In this place, like as you get out of like this kind of vacuum sealed kind of elevator, you feel the first thing you probably feel is this humid heat. Feels like a jungle in there, even though you are currently indoors. One of those ones where just the air is clinging to you, feels like you're swimming through it. You smell kind of probably you smell this not something you've smelled this before. It's kind of this almost funk that you get off of a lot of the Yuzon Vong bases and their creatures with all like their different bioorganisms that are powering their bases and their ships. It almost kind of exudes that funk, and between the heat and humidity, it hits you right away. But as you look around, you're kind of deposited in the middle of this large oval room, kind of built around this elevator. You see people scurrying to and fro, but you don't see the warriors or the shapers of the Yuzon Vong, those who are usually kind of coming across in combat. You see what looks to be from what you found on your last world ship trip, the shamed ones, those with kind of disfigurements, without the ritual scarring and tattooing, smaller in stature. You see that they were initially kind of completing tasks when you guys came through, securing pieces, trying to prepare this den for battle. But as the umbilical recedes and they see kind of you all stalk out, you do kind of see a bit of panic with some kind of running away at the sight of you. What do you guys do?
In Vong, Malachi looks at them and he says, Shaper Nimyun, where is she?
They are currently running away from you.
I zap him in the butt. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Is there a specific doorway or direction or anything that just looks like it like that's the way to go? Is there anything that kind of stands out, or is anybody else approaching?
At the moment, no one else is approaching. You do see the Yuzon Vong shamed ones are kind of scattering. There's 3 kind of large doors stationed on different sides of this large oval room, and the shamed ones seem to be running to them without kind of discernment on that side. At this point, though, it is just the shamed ones filling, and you see them kind of none of them are shouting or kind of crying out in fear, but you do see them kind of running in panic at this moment away from you all.
I mean, I could pop one in the leg if you want.
Sure, let's do it.
Pop one in the leg. Try it.
Give me a shot, Mars.
All right. Let's use the blaster rifle for this.
You see it very narrowly miss one of the shamed ones fleeing.
Oh, you got to be kidding me! Another one. Why not? Whatever. I mean, they're all crowding, right?
There's definitely like kind of they're not crowding really, but there's definitely kind of them running towards the different doors. So there are targets to pick from, but they are kind of quickly approaching, kind of getting through the door.
You know, try it again. Unless somebody else wants to do anything, please don't let me stop you.
Val, Horace, what are you two thinking?
Val is just gonna mock Vars over his inability to hit these unarmed combatants fleeing.
I'm not used to shooting while I'm running away.
Horus would not regard them because they are shamed amongst the Vong, and he already does not view Vong and really any light, any good light. So for him, it's literally just like watching gnats fly away. He has a job to do, and he's just waiting for his squad to move forward.
All right, Vars, give me another shot. That will hit, fortunately. They're non-combat. They only had an AC of 12, but that 11 was just shy. You blast into one of the legs. You take down this kind of older, shamed one. You see him kind of clutch his leg, cry out for like the briefest moment in pain before gritting his teeth and falling to the ground. You see one of the other shamed ones look back at him, kind of a middle-aged woman. You see her kind of start to go back before charging through the door, as you see kind of the other ones clear out, with this one kind of trying to crawl his way up, but very, very slow. Definitely more than enough time for you guys to catch up with him.
Yeah, Malachi will slink up, clink, 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 as his cybernetic leg gets dragged along, basically. But I will cast Affect Mind as I approach. It'll just give me advantage on any charisma checks against him.
Fortunately, this is a use on Vong.
Okay, Wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Fortunately, this is a mental effect. It won't.
It won't work.
No,
They're immune to it.
they are.
Oh no, I have to be evil now. Okay, darn. Where is the Shaper?
You see kind of his eyes wide with panic, though he's trying to grit his teeth through the pain. He kind of looking from you to the umbilical and kind of the other look back to the doors. You kind of hear him grunt out this, I may be shamed, but I will not betray the Yuzon Vong to infidels.
Is this a good point to, come your basilisk?
Ooh. Is this where the watermelon gets popped?
Yeah. Well,
How you guys planning?
I'll call over the basilisk. Let's bring him into play. Let's do it.
Yeah, and I forgot if you just because he didn't get. I think last session with a couple sessions ago would have been the first week he could have actually fought in, but he's been MIA for a little bit. So just grab the basilisk as he finally joins the fray.
Well, the basilisk is a large, four-legged, almost looks like a beast, but it's made of metal with like a stout body, and there's no mistaking that it's metal. It is like it almost moves in an organic sort of way. That's the way I imagine it. And it has I'm trying to think of the best way to describe the head, but I'm coming up short. Anybody? I'm trying to think of a specific word, and it's not coming to me. Almost bestial in nature, but again, just metal.
It's a walking mech suit that looks like a beast.
Okay, I think that might do it. And you can hear it. It is not quiet. It's very large. What would you put that size at? Like 10 or 8 to 10 feet, like from like hip to, or sorry, from foot to like shoulder. Does that sound right?
I think that sounds about right.
Okay, and yeah, I wish I could just show a picture of it because that's a lot better than what I'm doing describing it.
You guys hear and see this basilisk clopping down. You do see the Yuzar Vogue Shangwin kind of look up, a bit of disgust and trepidation kind of upon his face as this monstrous monstrosity kind of walks towards him. What do you guys do next?
In Vong, I say, do you want to try again, or do you want your head crushed underneath the foot of our beast here?
Malachi, give me an insight check too. Nice. You fought the Vogue enough. Even you've dealt with the Shane ones a little bit too during your time with the World Ship. They could definitely be threatened, but you know that threatening life isn't usually the best way. Kind of threatening what little honor they may have, and especially getting killed by a droid could be the better way to play it. You know, the bodily harm isn't really a major concern, but dishonor could definitely be a better way than threatening their life.
You have 3 seconds before the giant droid takes your life. 3.
All right, give me an intimidation check. You see, he kind of starts to, like, sweat pours off of his face. He looks between the droid. Some of the resoluteness in his face fades, and he looks at the droid, at you all, and he goes, I can't let this beast kill me. Kill me with your own blade, and I will tell you what little I know.
You have my word.
Not yours. Your blade is a monstrosity. Kill me with either dead metal, or if you have a living weapon.
So, like, as I was saying that I would kill him with one of my blades, one of the vibro daggers does kind of like just come out and it activates, so and kind of float around in front of him.
You see, he still looks a little disgusted, especially if it turns on, but he does kind of lean back, kind of still holding his leg, and he goes, "The gods will curse me for this, but what do you wish to know?"
We are here for the Shaper and nothing more. Tell us where she is, and let us be done with this place.
Is this in basic or Vong?
This is all in Vong. Yeah.
Wrong, Malachi, and I think Horace speaks. It can definitely translate it for you.
I think it was established Horus does not speak Vong.
I feel like,
You might be thinking of C4.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I feel like Horace would like learn their language. Ugh.
These things don't really even exist.
Yeah.
I will. I don't know. Let's. Does he answer me, or is he still hesitating? What's his current voice?
Give me another insight check. Anybody can roll on this one. Anybody proficient in insight can take a check at this one.
Oh my gosh, my insight. What is the point of having high modifiers? Oh,
12 is just a popular number today.
Apparently, he looks like a Vong.
Val, Horace, are either one of you proficient in insight?
No.
It makes sense for Val not to be.
But
I'm
Val
pretty
rolled
sure.
ways, and I'll say, I think Val understands the Vong probably better than most, even though I'm not proficient in insight.
Yeah, you do. And you did, because you guys did spend a lot of time talking with the other Shane one that you came across. Wow. So yeah, definitely. Give me you can either take a lore or an insight roll, your choice. Val,
No!
Just do what they do.
Val's the Vong whisperer there. with your time spent with Vralik and some of the other shamed ones you came across upon the world ship, you notice a couple of big things. You notice the biggest is when they mentioned kind of the master shaper Nim Yin. You saw like two competing emotions play out in his face. One of the biggest being anger, not towards you guys, like not even anger, resentment is probably the best way to put it. You see like cold resentment kind of flash across his face, kind of followed by a bit of like fear warring with like duty. So you kind of see that resentment, and then kind of wondering with an at 20 and kind of you're speaking with Rolick, you definitely can tell he resents the Master Shaper, but he's kind of worried about selling her out. But he definitely is not like it's more of a hierarchical worry than any love or loyalty to her. But outside of that, he looks definitely he's not one of he's not one of the ones that fell from grace like Vralik Val that you came across on the ship. He's one looks like one that's probably been born into this. But you do see he's been kind of like eyeing the group as you approach. Mostly his eyes have been focused upon the Basilisk and Malachi. But Val, you do even notice he kind of like he looks at you with a bit of I won't say suspicion, curiosity, suspicion, especially with the EV garb that you donned with the Yuzon Vong mascara that you were able to utilize to kind of protect you through the vigors of space.
And so Val's going to kind of approach, not even in trying to intimidate or coerce the Vong, but just kind of being honest with his thoughts. And he'll just kind of walk up to say, Val has known many Vong. You are no Vong. You flee at the sight of us? You have no honor. You have not earned death from this group. But are you telling me that the Shaper has earned your loyalty? That you think that you somehow owe the Shaper? The Shaper thinks nothing of you, and yet the Shaper won't face us? Does the Shaper really, really have honor in your eyes?
I will interpret most of that in Vong, just in case they don't speak basic. But of course, I will say it in a little bit more of a intimidating way to and emphasize a lot on the lack of honor and shame.
You see, he kind of not nods along, but you see rapidly pays attention, especially as Val kind of speaks at him. He doesn't understand the words, but hearing the translation coming from Malachi, you see he looks and goes, she is here. And you see him point to one of the doors kind of on the south end, deep within the compound with her monstrosities around her. She has made this lair her home. If you go that way, you will find her. What is that one's name? And it points to Val and his mascara.
I'll tell him who I'll look at Val, and in basic I say he's asking you for your name.
Val will nod, say, Val, hunter of hunters, destroyer of dreadnoughts, savior of the Pwek, threader of needles. And then I'll just add and say, someday, maybe you shall match Val on the battlefield and gain honor in slaying me, but that is not today. And then if you translate it afterwards, I'm just going to knock him out.
I will translate it. I will translate it, or most of it. I was just gonna say I turned to him and say his name is Val, but I don't want to take that away from you. So
Val wouldn't know.
I just say it in the most sarcastic tone ever, but I say everything that you said, and I step back because you step forward.
Val, as he hears your name, probably not. He doesn't know the titles, I imagine. But as he hears your name, you do with that 20, you do see a sense of recognition. and you hear as you kind of step forward him say the name Vralik.
Nice. And so, as I kind of hear that, I will kind of give him a little bit of a nod.
You're still knocking him out?
Oh, 100%. Can't kill the guy.
Well, I wasn't saying, are you killing or knocking him out? I was just wondering if you're gonna leave him alive or, leave him awake or knock him out.
Yeah, I guess, did anyone else have any questions for him? Val would wait if someone kind of signals to wait.
Yeah, I guess as you step forward, I step back, I will remove my mask, and when he says Vralik and gives you that nod of acknowledgement, or like he kind of like knows who you are, I'm removing my mask so that he can see the scars on me, and I'm going to say, Unyamaka has sent us on a mission of vengeance. We are here for the Shaper. You will be rewarded for this. And Vralik is a friend. Vralik Val, correct?
You see, he looks confused. He says, Vralik Val, you lot helped him reclaim his honor, but agent of gods? Vralik denies the gods. He says that you all found the corruption. You all helped him reclaim what was his. You all exposed the Vaughn and some of the masters for what they truly were. The gods are what hold us down. Our masters what hold us down. Are you not who you are? Are you truly Val? Are you truly the Sith? Are you truly Mandalorian? I feel you spill heresy now.
Not heresy. We seek one thing, as I've repeated to you multiple times. Vralik is our friend. We've helped him, he helped us, and you've helped us. I'll turn and look at Val as I put my mask on. Do you intend to do anything, Val? I say that in basic.
Yeah, and did you translate any of that conversation, or?
No.
Yeah, and so at that, I would just knock him out. I wouldn't kill him, so non-lethal.
I heard a lot of words and names, but did you ask about former Supreme Chancellor Vano or Dash or anything besides Nemyen?
Nope. And she's that way. And I'll point in the direction of her.
I really gotta freaking learn Vong.
Well, while we're walking, I will tell him everything that I said.
All right. Crap. By the way, before we go, in case it's not already going back up, I'll try to send the elevator back up to the world ship.
Oh yeah, after you guys got out, it kind of started quickly ascending up.
Good.
Perfect. Zephyr, you guys were able to kind of make your way on planet, knock out the Shanewood, learning the direction of Nemyen, and then what are you guys doing?
Moving very expeditiously in the direction towards Nemyen.
Yeah, I guess.
Perfect. Well, you guys are able to kind of make your way kind of through, and you kind of heading out through this kind of large kind of circular room where the elevator was connected to the Shaper's Den. You are able to find the door that the Shamed One pointed out. This one, it's it's not locked. As it approaches, it does open wide. You kind of see a long corridor lined with kind of your coral, along with this kind of fleshy sponge-like surface, kind of similar to a lot of the use on long floors and spaceship craft you come across, and you do see it kind of leading deeper into the interior of the Shaper's Den. What order are you guys marching in at?
If Val's not in front, I'm in front.
I'll be right behind the two of them, so I guess second or third if we're in a straight line, or right behind the two of them if we're able to keep it wide.
Val can be in front. I assume once the guy pointed the direction, Val would have just started. So I'll be in front.
That way, thanks. Knocked out and walking.
Yeah, done talking now? Cool.
I told him you were his friend, and then you just punched him in the face. That's wonderful.
That's the wrong say hi.
Yeah, probably.
Perfect. Well, you guys are able to kind of proceed down this corridor. You see, it starts to kind of like you feel like the floor start to give a little bit more, almost a little bit more of a bounce. But the first thing that you guys notice is you hear a voice kind of echo out across the hallway. And this voice, I think you've all have heard it before, but Vars and Horus probably sticks, or Vars and Malachi, I should say, probably sticks in your minds pretty clear. Vars, when you hear it, it kind of echoes back to the forest of Kashyyyk as you were chasing down one of the Shaper's dens. Malachi, it harkens back to your time on Mustafar when you were taunted by her voice. But you hear Master Shaper Nim Yin kind of just high voice echoing across this tunnel. And she goes, well, I did not think I would get a full set so soon. Vars, I appreciate you turning yourself in. In Malachi, I thought I lost out on you and Mustafar. We've got so many experiments lined up for you. Thank you for bringing yourselves to me. It saves me so much time and effort in sending out creatures to find you.
Shaper, today you die. Face us now. We are coming for you.
Oh, hold on. There'll be time for that. When I die, I know the gods will embrace me as a follower, as a true stalwart follower, but that day will not be today. I've got so many more things to create. I mean, as far as you should see what I've done with your friends. They're so much better now. You could be better too. And Malachi, I'm sure, I wanted to see what a Sith of your renown would fare against one of our Terran attacks. Maybe we'll get to experiment with that later. But either way, having you define the station crew here, some of you I'll capture and experiment on. Some of you I'll sacrifice to the gods, hunter of hunters. That should be a grand sacrifice to the gods. But the rest, you'll be twisted, tweaked until you cannot remember who you are. So please, come. It'll be a grand day for us all. And maybe a bit of a reunion for some.
I'm gonna kill that bitch.
As you see kind of her words fade, you see a few things kind of happen all at once. First being, you see kind of like the door at the far end of the room kind of slam shut, almost like a mouth closing. You also see kind of little holes, kind of like almost like porous holes begin to like expand upon the ceiling of the room, and you do see the floor gets to become like almost sticky. With that, you start to see kind of gouts of fire, kind of like burning from the ceiling down. Everybody give me a dexterity saving. That was a rough dexterity saving throw. Malachi, you were just able to save by the skin of your teeth. Vars, what are you doing?
Trying self-preservation.
All right. Vars, you are able to save as well. You see kind of like the ceiling begins to open, and you start to see kind of like gouts of flame and plasma kind of spewing down beneath. Vars, Malachi, you guys are able to kind of dodge and kind of protect yourselves from the worst of the blast, but you do start to see it kind of burning down through. The rest of you guys will take full damage. Vars, Val, you will take half damage. Or Malachi and Vars, you will take half damage with this. So 12 to you guys, 24 to the rest as this fire leaks through. But you do start to see the ground becoming difficult terrain. What do you guys do? You see fire kind of falling from the ceiling, the door shut, closed, the ground almost quicksanding your feet. How do you guys react?
Jetpack.
Firstly, reaction. Going to force the spur stats to gain resistance and 5 temporary hit points, reducing that down to 7.
Nice. Or to 12, right? Oh, it's 7 with the temporary HP. Yep. So
Yep.
You said that the door is closed on the other side.
it
There's
is.
no. Okay.
The ground being difficult terrain, flavor-wise and possibly mechanic-wise, could Horse be using Wall Run, and I'll post that real fast, in order to avoid some of this difficult terrain?
Definitely.
Just kind of, as the name says, Wall Running.
And considering that the door is closing, let's say Jetpack, grab my battering ram and just a blunt force missile towards that damn door.
Perfect.
I love Mandalorians.
Is there a problem? Throw myself at it.
So, Horus, you're able to kind of start running along the walls. Vars, you're able to get in your jetpack and start blasting up. Val, Malachi, what did you all do?
I will. What is my power called? As I see him jetpack and start moving towards the door, or did you just fire a missile? What was the order of operations here? Did we
He's
fire a
flying with the
missile?
battering ram himself. Yeah.
No, I am the missile.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna let that happen, and then immediately after, hopefully a door opens or not, I'm gonna phase walk right to the threshold. And I have friction grip gear, so I'm either gonna stick to the door and stay off the floor, or I'm going through the threshold. Either or.
Definitely, because Vars, you are flying to the door. You're not going to reach the door before the next event happens. So Malachi, are you teleporting to the door, or what are you? What's your plan?
Oh, well, okay. How far away is it?
It is about 35 feet away.
35. Okay, I will walk 5 feet if I can, and then teleport the rest of the 30. Just.
I also forgot to roll for.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the basilisk. Val, what were you thinking over there?
So I still have onslaught fighting style. I think that was the last one I still had up. So I will bonus action dash, and then I will use my monk feature here. So I will consume a usage, and it should allow me to double my jump distance. So I will start like dashing, then I'll just try to jump through the door. Once I get close-ish. No.
The basilisk will also engage its own jetpack, or whatever the equivalent is. I don't know if that would work.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Nice. Yeah. So you are able to. So yeah, you two are able to avoid the difficult terrain. Val, you're able to kind of jump towards it, and Malachi teleports towards the door. Uh, Vars, I think you're going to be trying to bash it through. See if you can break it down and kind of let the group out of this area.
Uh,
Give me an athletics check.
okay.
Whatever bonus the battering ram gives you.
I think it's, I believe it's +4. Let's confirm. Scroll on down. RAM. Yep, +4. So.
Fortunately, you bash into the door. You kind of this York coral, like almost mouth-like appendage. You see kind of it bash in. You hear it vibrate out, but the York coral kind of remains untethered. And you do see the room kind of reacting even further. You see kind of the ground begin to rumble. You see like these little like appendages beginning to kind of burst forth from the fleshy like substance. Everybody give me a strength saving throw. As these appendages bust out, you see them starting to kind of reach towards you. Those in the air can add a +3 circumstance bonus.
Does Horse count as in the air if he's on the wall, or does he count on the ground?
Give you a +2.
Yippee! I'll take it.
So would that make mine as 16, Tegan, if I'm sticking onto the wall or the door? I'm on a vertical surface.
That'd make you a 16. Sweet. So Horace, Vars, and Val, you guys will save. You're kind of able to kind of avoid being pulled down by these appendages. Malachi gripping you, kind of just holding you steady, restraining it as you see kind of this mouth open up again once again, and begin to kind of rain fire down upon the group. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw. Malachi at disadvantage.
Mine would be at normal because I get advantage from Vitality Shield.
Nice.
Wow. Dex saves are not my thing today.
Nobody's thing today, apparently. So you guys see kind of the raids down fire once again. This time I think the whole crew. And Vars, you do anything crazy?
I'll take the hit.
Okay. Don't forget the basilisk too.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Saving throw. Let's go. All right.
He's sticking with the crew this time. You do feel kind of like these like blast of plasma kind of pour down from the ceiling, just burning into the group. Fortunately, it does burn away the appendage that had you restrained, Malachi. You guys are all four at the door. It is closed pretty heavily now. But what do you guys do to get through?
Let's coordinate our efforts on this. And you see like a charge of lightning inside of Malachi's hand start to light up. And I'm looking towards you, Vars, and looking up at you, Val. And then I look back at the basilisk and like, maybe we want to get this guy involved.
Yeah, I'll aid. Was it an athletics check to knock down the door?
It was with the battering ram. Yeah.
Nice. I'll aid if I could.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do that. Go basilisk. Be helpful.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna hit that thing again.
I'm gonna zap it.
All right, Vars, give me an athletics check with advantage from your basilisk. Val, you give me, Val, you're aiding someone. You can probably aid. I don't know how you'd aid Malachi there, but How would Val aid Malachi on that check?
Oh, if the ballast is gonna aid, I'll just also just kick down the door then.
All right. Then Malachi, give me an attack with your force lightning, and Val, give me an athletics check as well. Did you roll, Malachi?
Yeah, I see 2d10.
It didn't roll the. It didn't roll the attack roll for some reason.
Oh, I think you scroll up a little bit.
20, so it should be. Sorry?
Oh, I think you may click the damage button. There should be the attack.
Oh, there it is.
Solid. Yeah, you guys kind of combining your forces here. Vars, you feel that first hit, you crack it. You feel it kind of resisting you, but you put a solid crack as you and this just bestial basilisk just power your might into it, shattering into it. You do see Val, you're able to kind of go through it, hit it again. You extend the crack, but don't push it too much further. And then Malachi, you're able to kind of unleash that lightning, finding the weak point within it, and just cracking this almost your mouth-like piece of your coral, sending pieces of it flying, and allowing you guys entrance into the room beyond. Within the room as well, you guys see kind of a few different pieces. You see kind of like it reminds you, Malachi, especially your time recently in Horus as well, recently upon Mustafar and the Shaper's Den. This kind of harkens back to that. You see kind of a room filled with almost looks like a laboratory, but with a weird bio twist to it. You see different creatures like serving as equipment and test tubes. You see kind of bubbling concoctions of mixtures of nutrients and things. You also see kind of like these rows and rows of tables filled with these kind of mixture of experiments and creations upon them. And you do see kind of, it looks like this room has been cleared out. You don't see any other living being within them or living humanoid within them outside of the kind of living equipment and experiments within. It does look to have a section of peace at the moment. How do you guys proceed?
Very cautiously, but I'm definitely checking the ceiling and the walls for any sort of like out of the ordinary movement. The fact that, you know, all things are living in the Bong architecture. So as we're walking towards the door, I'm just gonna be checking that, and if anything pops out to me that, I mean, it's all void. It's just one massive void that I'm walking through right now.
All right, give me a perception check. Yeah, it's kind of like for Malachi, you kind of see the air around you, kind of through the void. You don't see any. Yeah, with Malachi, a little bit harder to describe all that side, but yeah, you don't really see any kind of threats, or you don't feel any threats or points of attack from the force. You don't see any of the muted areas where one of their more aggressive creatures may be lying in. It's always a struggle for Malachi to know for certain, but at least he feels fairly confident that this room doesn't have the same security measures as the tunnel and other rooms you've come across before. You're super
make our way across the room. I will.
Val's gonna catch his breath here.
All right.
Do a second one. So heal. That is incorrect. It should be +9. So I'll heal 12.
Nice. Horus, what are you doing?
Dang, I wasn't thinking about that. I was just listening to the narration. I was in it. I didn't. So in this room, the security is a little bit lower. That's been confirmed to us, right?
Yeah, with Malachi doesn't sense, kind of hard for him to tell, but he doesn't sense any threats.
I wouldn't say Horace is lax, but he is more so in a non mechanical way, like actually catching his breath yet again. He's tense, he's prepared, he's ready to fight. But as been shown, he's not really been one for conversation thus far, being in what may be literally the belly of the beast. And not to mention the similarities to Mustafar's probably weighing heavily on him. I'd say he wouldn't really act as of yet.
Since it's more of a quiet moment, I guess Vars will take a second and ask Malachi, since the Vong looked weird in your force vision thing, and beings from this galaxy look normal, does anything stick out in any sort of specific direction?
With his range of vision, not at the moment.
Can you guys hear me fine?
No. Worth a shot, I guess. Anything in this room look useful to any of you?
You guys definitely got to, if you want to take some time and investigate the room.
Horace will say, "It's Vong. None of it is useful."
And they managed to take half the galaxy. They got some good tricks up their damn sleeves. And Vars will take a cursory look around. Yeah, bonk stuff.
You take a look around. I mean, you do find like a lot of it looks like kind of like high-level experimental things. You probably need Talus to kind of break down what they're trying to do here. But you do find one thing that you do kind of like probably stands out. You see kind of like within like this pod, floating within it, one of their thud bugs. It does look like you could try to grab it if you'd like to and see if you could use it as your own.
I think the Vong would take specific offense to their own stuff being used against them by somebody encased in metal. So hell yeah, I'm gonna grab that damn thing.
Perfect. Does Vars, because it's kind of in this little container, this like organic container. Does Vars have any? How does Vars grab it? I should say.
Huh? The hell's this?
Give me your choice of an athletics check or dexterity save. See how kind of quick you can move or how kind of securely you can move. Today is not you guys' dice roll days.
Yeah.
You're able to, like, it's rough going for a bit. Like, you throw your hand in there and like this thing is like ping-ponging off the walls into your hand. Hurts for a bit, but you are able to grasp it, but you will take some damage. Just one. So you take a point of damage as this thing bounces off. And you do have a single-use thud bug, so you can throw it. DC 14 save on their side. If they fail, they are knocked prone. They take, I forgot how much damage. I think 2d6 damage.
Just imagining. Surprise, bitch. Val, go fishing.
Perfect. All right. Well, you guys, you see, kind of have the other experiments within this room, but otherwise, it is fairly tame so far. Are you guys pressing forward? Or go ahead, Val.
Before we go on, I'm going to go up to who looks like they've probably exerted themselves more at this point between the two force users. So Malachi or Horus.
Definitely Horus.
So Val is actually going to go up and pull out this little bottle of liquor. And he'll give it to you. So Val go, Val was told that this is nice for magic users. It will restore the magic. And then he'll give it to you, and it'll be a spice brew. Fine. And I'll link it.
Oh, what's that do?
Hang on. So it restores. That's the wrong version. The fine version is just a 2d4 instead of a 2d3. So you can use it. It lasts 1 minute. And you get 2d4 to both your maximum and your current force points.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
All right, Horus, roll 2d4.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
I'll
I didn't mean
take
I
it.
used it on you right now. I literally just
Can you
give it
guys
to
hear
you.
me now?
Oh,
You
you
can
get,
use
oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll save that 5 unless you want to chug it right now, Horus.
Definitely gonna save that 5, and I am all right with that.
Perfect. Well, as you guys kind of proceed forward, and kind of moving through this kind of laboratory of a room, you do come across another door, and as it opens, like this one is more of a kind of almost like cavernous feel, but it's not as crowded as the last room. It seemed almost stuffed to the gills with different equipment, experiments, and pieces. This one is pretty austere. You see kind of the fleshy covered floors. You see the kind of coral along the walls, along with the kind of grown-in structures of this organic base. But one of the things that probably draws your eye the most, are you see 3 pods within the room. The first one is near the center of the room. It is fairly large. It is bulky. It is kind of just kind of construed around. You see like this fleshy, covered, like almost plant-like thing stretched around this large substance. The other 2 seem to be much smaller in size and bearing, but you do hear the voice kind of echoing within. And you hear Shaper Nimian go, well, I did promise you a chance to try your mettle against one of my creatures. A chance for you to help serve our research. And Malachi, you maybe a chance to redeem yourself in your lord's eyes. Because from what I heard, you had to turn tail and run last time you came across one of my magnificent beasts. And as you hear her say that, you see these pods strip away, and you see within them, it goes almost in like a reverse order. One of them on the far side, you see kind of stumble out this misshapen Athorian, kind of similar to the one that you've seen before that had been sheeped by the Yuzan Vong, coral kind of exuding from parts of his body, his eyes like a mixture between like not there with almost a bit of a crazed tint to them as well. And you see him stumble out. You see kind of emerging from one of the other pods with a robe strapped around him in tattooed markings all across their face. You see this Knight of Noon Nashel kind of bearing the same ritualistic markings and tattoos that you saw from the other Force user you encountered upon Mustafar. But the thing that probably draws your attention the most is you see emerging from the largest pod this enormous beast. You see spikes protruding out from the shell. You see scales, tusk, kind of all burrowing through this plant-like creature as it reveals itself, and you see one of the shaped Tyrant attacks emerge. Its eyes, this mixture of brownish red, its scales kind of just almost crimson as they emerge with bits of York coral, its size grand, and you see like it has been clearly shaped by the Yuzon Vong. You see, compared to a typical Tyrant attack, it's bigger, its spikes are larger, its claws are longer and dripping with substances. Its tusks, the same thing. You see kind of a purple ichor kind of dripping down from them. And you see its eyes kind of darting between Malachite and Horus as it lets out this ferocious roar. And we are going to get into combat, but we are going to take a quick 5-minute break before we get up into that. So come back 8:50, and we'll see how you guys fare against the shaped Tyrant attack.
I'm worried.
I wanted to ready in action.
Yeah.
I'm just happy we have a basilisk.
It's gonna come in handy.
Sweet. See you guys in 5 minutes. welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of session 23 with the crew kind of continuing their invasion of Ethor and tracking down Master Shaper Nin Yin and getting to encounter the fierce Terran attack and see if they can survive as the crew is rolling initiative. Oh, actually, I need to get my guys in there as well.
Wow, I thought we'd get in front of them.
I've not looked how did this shape up with the it's kind of dispersed a bit.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't fair what fight it was. Where it was like felt like you guys were like all at the back end. It was like enemy. All right, Horace, roll me an initiative.
Yeah. Don't forget that Horace's actual initiative for this is 21.
Why is 21?
Oh, I rolled earlier.
Yeah.
I just rolled wisdom for it since that's the actual modifier.
Perfect.
You know, we're all kind of after each other.
Yeah, we could have just rolled tactical, actually.
Yeah.
Terran attack is up first. Horace being the closest, you see it raise its hand, and you see within this kind of maw of a hand, like almost an opening appear, and you start to feel pulled forward. Horace, give me a strength saving throw.
Let's see here. Oh dear.
Oof.
Thank goodness.
You resist it. Yeah, you feel like this tug, as like this Dovan basal built into the skin of this creature tries to pull you forward and restrain you. You see fury, hunger, and just primal instinct in its eyes, and rage as it feels you resist it. As it kind of feels that resistance bubble forth, you see it take a step forward. You see its eyes just raged out, looking at you all with a glare. And Horace and Malachi, through the force, you feel this weird mix of like, to Malachi, the rage and all of that feels familiar, but you feel like this almost muted mix of hunger, primal instinct, and all that blended together with this weird foreignness, almost like this weird not really there-ness of the creature. But it does eventually lean its head back and just in pure frustration and rage, unleash a primal scream.
So, since you took a teensy-weensy little step forward,
Yeah, if you've got your reaction.
yeah, and we discussed this earlier about rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher it up.
All right. I really want this to hit him. So I'm going to try with precision attack.
That will hit.
Okay. I really have. So with that, here's the... So 2d6. Hey. Explodes, setting the ground beneath it in a 15-foot radius ablaze for a minute. It must make a DC 16 dexterity saving throw at the start of its turn.
All right. Anything else to go along with it? And roll me that 2d8 fire damage as well.
48, right? That one?
2d8.
Oh, 2d8.
For some reason, this isn't placing a little measurement token that's supposed to go along with it. Solid. How's that all look, too?
So, so Varge is like kind of readying that launcher, and as soon as he takes that thing, take a step forward, he like essentially shoots it mid roar, trying to get it in its soft spot while its head is up, and trying to set the damn thing on fire. So, rawr.
Solid. You see it kind of like, hear another kind of smaller like roar and pain as it just blasts into you. And for some reason, my measure template is not working, so I'm just going to have to hand this. Yeah, I should be able to get everybody. All right, everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. So many dexterities.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Nice, Vars.
Jeez. Oh yeah. And the basilisk too, right? Oh, hey, it's resistant to psychic damage.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna need it.
So you see this creature haul back and just unleash this roar that almost feels like it's attacking you both through the force as well as just bursting eardrums and everything that it comes across. But you do stop it in its tracks with your blast. You see it fire emerge around it. It's howling. It looks enraged as this all comes about. And Horace, you are up.
So that's 52 damage.
That's right. Half of you succeeded.
Hold on a second, I need to do some. Goodness me. You know, Horse normally doesn't do this, but he's definitely going to be healing this turn. Healing the party, so that's going to be. Yeah, just I don't want to burn points to quick cast, so main action. Improve heal.
Alright.
And that should get everybody. Alright. So do I roll once overall or once per person?
Once overall. Alright.
So 9 healing for everybody.
Oh, plus your force casting mod. What's your mod?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. That will be a +3.
Nice. So 12 healing. How does that look as Horus kind of strengthens his connection to the force and passes out some heals?
As that roar rips through Horus, and it truly does rip through him, he kind of pulls all that he has in himself and expels it, trying to share his connection to the force of others, trying to uplift them, trying to enhance them, and doing the best he currently can with the terror of the Torrent attack currently standing there menacingly. And I actually don't have a bonus action for Horus right now. Yeah, that's going to be Horus's turn. He does not want to get any close to that thing, nor does he really want to get get too far away from Vars, who's keeping it at bay.
All right. Val, you're up.
Yeah, so Val isn't gonna run into the fire there. So Val is gonna actually skirt around and come up here. Just go for the real threat here. So I will bonus action dash. As I'm running, I'll draw my blade and expand my crit range by 1 using my adaptive fighter feature here. So I'll use adaptive fighting. So my crit is going to give me a +1 range. And then as I run up, I will take a swing with my hooked vibroblade here. Right, and I will not have advantage. So that'll be an 18.
All right.
Right, and I'll do a charge attack, so I'll get a little extra damage on this, but this is my normal damage here. So that'll be 13 plus. Wrong one. So charging attack. And that is a strength saving throw. And what is my... So it'll be a 17 save for strength.
It'll succeed.
All right, but I still get to do, I think, 1d8 extra damage. All right, so add 1 onto that, so 14 total. And then I'll take a second swing at him.
Nice.
Nice, so 21.
All right.
And that'll be 10 damage.
So how does that all look for Val as he races in?
So kind of using the fire almost as cover. He'll kind of skirt right around the outside of it and just charge straight up, pull his viral blade, and make 2 quick strikes. Trying to catch him off guard, but not quite able to kind of just physically overpower him.
Nice. All right. The Basilisk's very first turn ever. What's the Basilisk doing?
It's going to fire a rocket.
It's gonna base Delta 0. That's what it needs to do right now.
If I had enough credits to get it, I would have. But for now, we're just going to go with another rocket at the big boy.
All right.
And where is the thing for that? There we go. So +1 bonus to attacks made with this enhanced app. So 16, actually. Is that enough to connect?
Fortunately, that will miss.
That won't miss. It still explodes. Setting the ground beneath it. I mean, it's just the same thing. When a creature enters a fire or starts its turn, it must make a DC 16. On a failed save, it's 48.
Perfect. Yes, you see kind of just that fire burning intensely.
All right.
Oh, so it's 2d8 on the start of the turn, right?
When a creature... No, so I guess it has the original, like, rocket incendiary, and then this one is the better one, like, above it. The paragraph.
Oh, okay. Nice. Sweet. So when it starts its turn, it will take that 48 damage.
Well, fingers crossed. And then I'm going to have it... It only gets 1. And I'm going to have it take... Because it really can't do much with its bonus action. Or actually, wait. Yeah, no, let's do that. use a bonus action. Let's add a little more damage, more fire. Just fire. I think it's 1d. I forget what the amount is. There we go. It's an extra 2 damage of fire. Why not?
Nice.
And I'm gonna have it move to right there. And it's gonna swap to the assault cannon. I gave it the 4-armed feature or whatever, but 4 arms is just fixed weapons. But that's what it has locked and ready to go now.
Nice. You see kind of more fire spreading around the basilisk, not the basilisk, the Terrant attack as this missile goes off. And Malachi, you're up.
Oh boy. Fuck.
It's about right.
Yeah, it's alright. Everything gonna be alright. Okay. Tegan, I would like... Okay. I want to move here. And then that's within range of Saber Storm that I'm going to activate. But then I want to... And then I'm going to bonus action, whatever it is, teleport onto the wall here, which will be 20. I can teleport up to 30 feet. So it'll be possible to go 10 feet up the wall. So it's 25 to here. Teleport 10 feet. I can teleport 30 feet. So we'll go, that's 25 and then 5 feet up, I guess. And then I have 5 feet more of movement. So 10 feet up the wall just to get over to there.
So you're trying to climb the wall?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. But I think I'm going to stay on the wall next to the basilisk, actually. Hold on. I didn't expect the basilisk to move, so I'm coming up with something new now. Okay. All right, disregard everything that I just said. New plan. I'm moving to here, activating Saber Storm. My lightsaber, my 2 light daggers will come out and they'll make 2 attacks against Terran Tech. 2 light blades. First attack. That'll miss. Second attack. 19.
What?
Nice. 7 energy damage. And then with... How tall are the walls in here?
Probably average size, so probably about 10 feet tall.
So the ceiling is only 10 feet up?
Yeah.
Fuck me. Okay. I guess I'm gonna walk. Oh my god. I've got no room to do anything.
Actually, probably about 15.
15 feet up. Okay. My sheet is frozen. I can't do anything. This is fine. This is okay. I will teleport to the ceiling.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I can't do anything.
So you float on the ceiling?
Yeah, I can. I got friction gear. Friction
okay.
gear. Yeah, so I'm stuck to the ceiling. I'm hanging upside down, and I've just got light blades just whirling around me. Yeah, that's my turn. Okay.
All right. Vars, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna drop the rocket launcher. Come back for that later. Yeah, I'm gonna draw my let's go with the heavy. Yeah, the heavy pistol. And with that, I'm gonna take a shot. Well, take 2 shots at the Terrant attack from here. I'm guessing that's not going to connect.
No, it's going to bounce off of its York coral scales.
And we're going to try that one more time.
That'll connect.
Thank goodness. And I know that says energy, but this thing is loaded up with different ammo.
Nice. So needs a saving throw.
Constitution, which I'm guessing it's not going to have too much trouble with. But hey, maybe it'll get slower.
It'll fail.
Hey, it's slower. All right, that's something. And I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sure this thing can move, but
Hey Tegan, I still have 15 feet of movement left. Even after jumping up to the ceiling, would it be cool to walk 15 feet to the right there?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. All right, Far, is there anything else you can do?
yeah, I'm just gonna scoot on over to the right over here and use the bonus action from Sentinel in case that comes up. Though I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it will, but we'll see.
Nice. How'd those shots look for Vars?
So that first one, he tried to line it up, find something soft, and that failed. And then, oh, that's not the soft part. Lines up the second one, it connects, and it sees that the chill in that cell is actually doing its job. So hopefully that thing slows down a little bit. And he's getting ready for whatever the hell that thing's gonna unleash next.
Perfect. All right, the Shrieker is up. He is going to. He's going to have to dash either way. Yeah, he's going to use his action to dash down here.
I'm going to try and stop that boy in his tracks.
All right.
That would have been at.
Where's your aura? You have an aura.
I should do an aura. That makes plenty of sense. But
You used to have one, isn't it?
No, I actually don't know how to do that.
I thought I used to come up before, but maybe I'm just misremembering. All right, yes, give me an attack roll.
All right, let's see. Yeah, nope, he's getting where he's going.
Unfortunately, you see him like just dodge beneath the bolt as he charges forward.
Okay.
Val, you see this shaped force wielder. You see his amphistaff unfurl, some blood dripping down from his face as you've kind of ran up and just bashed into him. You see with one hand, he gestures, and the coffee blade flies off from his belt and begins to float alongside you all. And then you see him just smile as he just starts to unleash with his amphistaff, kind of striking out left first, followed by a quick strike right, trying to pierce you with this bladed staff, a bladed snake-like staff.
He does have disadvantage from the defilement.
Which is such a great item.
It really is.
Yeah. Great item.
Sweet, that one will miss. $21.
21 is my AC, but I'll use my reaction to block it.
All right.
I'll post the ability here. I always forget which one it is.
So all three, after the block, will miss. So you see this force user trying to desperately to kind of gain contact with you, but between the devil mimicry and your own innate skill, he can't land a strike on you. Perfect. All right. Sweet. Shaped Tyrant attack is up. He is going to make his dex save versus that 24 damage. He will succeed, so he'll take half on that side. Oh, what's he about to do? He's going to try that again. Horse, you feel him reach out to you with kind of like this Dovin bass, which is screaming through. Give me a DC 15 strength save. Oh, and let me roll that too.
Oh no.
Oof. All right, that's going to be rough.
Wait.
You do something?
I can use my normal reaction. What's that 6 for?
Recharge.
Oh no! Don't. It's over for Horse. Save it.
Okay, consider it saved.
All right, Horse. He brings you into the fire, so you will need to make a save at the start of your turn as well. You are restrained, but luckily he can't hit the full group, and he will also hit one of his own people doing this too. But you see this creature as he Dovin basels you and grabs you up, burning along the fire. You can smell his flesh just kind of burning off as he stays in the fire. But you'd see like this almost like primal joy in his eyes as he has you, this force-sensitive creature, in his grasp, in his like the hunter's joy just burning out for him. And this, like, rather, the last one was a primal scream of pain. This one is just a straight up like scream of joy. Oh, there we go. Now this time it actually lets me put down the thing.
I'll be right back.
No worries. Yeah, so he can get you guys in there. So Horus, Vars, give me a dexterity saving throw.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, sweet. You are up for a dexterity. Oh, unfortunately with disadvantage too.
Ooh. Yep.
All right.
Wait a second.
Vars, you do something?
As a reaction, but I already. That's right. No, I didn't. I didn't spend it on
This
Horus.
Horus's one.
Gold.
Horse doesn't have a reaction. He used dispense force already.
All right. I think I'm gonna burn it because that's a lot of damage.
And Horus, you should have a reaction.
No, he used it for dispense force already. For the first.
Remember, you're after the Shaped Tyrant attack.
Yeah. So if you got something you can do it. Yeah, I'm gonna burn a superiority die in hope.
All right. 7, nice.
Hey.
And now, was that for you or for Horus? Either way, whoever it is saves.
Keep it for you. If I have dispense force, I can survive this.
Then yeah, for me.
Oh yeah, for suffer. Oh no, you've got the firefight thing. I was about to say for self-preservation. I forgot your
Yeah,
fire.
but no, I've got the other one too for other people. With the heads up.
Sweet. Yeah, so you will save your damage on that 22, and that dispense force. Horse, remind me on that one. Do you have to pick a type of damage for that, or is it just overall damage?
It is a type of damage, and this is split damage, isn't it?
Half psychic and half sonic.
Oof. It can only be for the sonic side of this.
Okay. Sweet. So that's nice. So with that, you will
I'm
bring
going to
that down.
cast this at 3rd level
Oh, sweet.
to give myself. Let's see, how much more is that? 15 temporary hit points.
Sweet. So let's do some math here. So with having the sonic, that brings that down to 10. 25 for psychic, that's 35. Your temporary, that's 20 damage.
What was that total again? You were facing away from the mic.
Oh, sorry. 20 damage with minusing the 15 from the temporary HP and then halving the sonic.
Barely alive! Let's do this!
All right. Sick.
One moment.
So you see the creature kind of hound out in glee as it's got Horus in its grasp. Horus is up next. He will need to save against the fire.
Oh, no. He's
All
gonna
right,
fall.
what's the save for the fire? And
Dexterity, I think it's 15 or 14.
I'm scrolling up. I forget.
I was about to say, oh wait, this that with disadvantage, but I don't think he's passing either way.
Yeah. Yeah, it was DC 16.
16, so you will fail. Sweet, so take 48 damage on that side.
Could you roll that real fast? It's about to determine whether or not I use my reaction again. Oh goodness me! I have to use another dispense force. All right, gonna use this. Yeah. Just burning it. Still have force points. I've actually almost chewed through all of the extra max hit points from my earlier cast of Improved Force Barrier. So that's going to give resistance. So that'll be 8 and 5. That'll be 3.
Oh. Nice. How's the horse looking after all that?
Bad.
Perfect. You are
Look at
caught
me.
in Open Basil's grasp. It only lasts to the end of the turn, but you are restrained. But you can do anything that you can do restrained. So what's Horus thinking right now?
If Horus is restrained, let's try and get some restrained on this thing. Wait, no, never mind. That would be a lower DC. I'm not going to do that.
How long does that fire last? It's 1 minute, right? That's there.
Never mind. That's the pretty much the only thing Horus can burn right now. Huh. Because it's the only range he has. Oh, shoot. Yep. For the first time, Horus is going to cast Choke.
All right. Roll me 1d6.
Oh, okay. 4.
Sweet. So what's that? A Constitution save?
Yep, and let's see, the DC is reduced slightly because this is a dark side power. It goes off of his charisma. Wait. Shoot, I was going to burn the advantage disadvantage thing to give it disadvantage.
Oh, we'll go for it. You're still talking, so I'll roll that.
And was it on the Terran attack or the?
Turn to attack, yeah.
Okay.
Oof. All right.
Oh.
Luckily, it worked out because you rolled a 4 on that side. The Terran attack has shaped force resistance. So with that, anytime force power goes up against it, you roll a d6. 4 through 5, you roll normally. 6, the Terran attack would have disadvantage on the saving throw. 2 to 3, it has advantage on the saving throw. 1, it rebounds off the Terran attack's shaped scales. But luckily, so unfortunately, it will save, but it will take half that 5d8 damage.
All right, so that is 13.
How's Horus look as he's kind of in the flames? It can call on the dark side too.
As he's in the flames, surrounded by Yuzon Vong, that piece that he steadily built up, it doesn't crumble, more as it's a rage against the dying light. Horus feels that his time is coming up soon, so he can't raise his hand for this as he's caught in like this beam. So it's just pure everything he has left in the tank, just trying to restrain this torrent attack to give his allies whatever he can. And rather than words, because I am blanking on any cool one-liners, it is just a visceral, guttural scream, which I unfortunately cannot do right now because my mammal's in the living room and so is my cousin. And I do not want to make them worry.
Perfect. You see this creature, as you grip it with the dark side of the force, as both your skin and its skin burns in the fire. You feel it resist you, but the kind of overwhelming sensation you get right now is hunger. Hunger and delight as it looks into its grasp, blood pouring out as it sees its meal come through. But Val, you are up. What does the Hunter of Hunters do against this force user?
Be right back.
So Val's already pretty hurt. The turn that blast is pretty good. He's gonna try to finish it this round. So he's gonna go all out. He'll start with a sleight of hand, a little trickery to try to get advantage. And that'll be this one. So I'm not sure why that rolled. So it'll be okay. So it'll be sleight of hand check, contested. Right. 16. He might not have won that one.
Fortunately, you see kind of his experience and calling upon the force and his Yuzon Vong shaping, he's able to kind of spot the fangs.
All right. So, yeah, okay. Val's going to be a little caught off guard. He's just going to make 2 swipes then. So he'll use his reaction then to try to get an extra attack with his mastery. So he'll actually make 2 attacks without his proficiency bonus. And then I'll get another attack normal. So here is the first one.
All right.
And so minus, what is his proficiency? 4?
4, I think.
So minus 4 from this attack roll. Ooh, he will miss. He'll make a second attack with his reaction. So minus 4, so 15 will be a miss. And so then this attack will be normal with proficiency. Miss. Ooh, okay, so he's gonna whiff 3 times.
Are you surging? I thought you were about to action surge it up too.
What's that?
I thought you were about to. For some reason, I thought you were active surging too. All right. Unfortunately,
I thought about it, but this turn isn't the turn.
After how the dice are treated, I kind of agree. But you see, he kind of parries the blows. He can't hit you. You can't hit him. You guys are kind of in a bit of a standstill as you kind of keep the duel going forward. All right, the basilisk is up.
Let's unload on the Terran Tech and see what happens. I'm gonna try with the assault cannon.
Nice, that'll hit.
Hey. 8 points and trying. Oh, that's right. It only gets. I think it just gets to 1. Bonus action. It can help, but I think it can only help me. So I guess I'll give myself advantage on the first attack. Right? That's. Unless you want it to be like a party companion. I'm not sure if.
Oh, it could help anybody, but unfortunately it has to be within 5 feet. If you're using to attack, it has to be 5 feet of the creature you're attacking.
In that case, I'll use the bonus action to reload the rocket launcher.
Nice.
And that's the basilisk.
All right, our Sith on the ceiling, Malachi. What are you doing?
I'm gonna do some silly shit here. Get ready. Alright, so first of all, I'm upside down. I don't know what my robe looks like. I'm just gonna pretend the force sustains me and keep it upright. I'm just walking on the ceiling, looking cool as shit. So I'm gonna walk 10 feet over here because I'm cool. I don't know if my guy moved. I'm kind of frozen on my screen.
Yeah, move. It's a little slower.
Move now.
Boom. Alright. Only got a 15-second delay. That's beautiful. I'll step back. But I walk over there and kind of turn this time to see Forrest attempting to choke. And I watch his aura that I see through the force just kind of grow a tinge bit more red, and a smile goes across my face. And it is that moment that I am going to cast Siphon Life, and it's one beam of purple electric.
You went completely robot now, man. I heard twin cast.
No! Here.
I heard you say, "Can you hear me?" But like, those been guessing that.
And wait, dropped him, came back. Hello.
Is he back?
I don't know.
Oh well, I heard you say twin cast. Post whatever you're casting in the thing. Did we lose him? Lose him?
I don't know.
Is there anybody? Well, Vars, I'll have you go right now. When he gets back, we'll throw him back in.
All right. Well, for the sake of keeping things simple, I'll keep it simple. I'll draw the cross blade with the other hand, and I'll go ahead and pop 2 shots off at the Thorian.
All right.
And let's see where that gets me. Nowhere close. Try it again.
The dice have been against you guys this round.
Yeah.
You guys this round. Are you burning anything or?
If I had physical dice, I'd burn them. I think I'll just use the. Actually, no, these hit points are a little scary right now. I'm going to go ahead and use the. Where are you? Where is. There we go. Second wind. So I'll use that. That's 1d10 plus 9.
Nice.
Oh, look at that. Hey, something nice.
Good roll for that.
Yeah.
The best roll for that.
Yeah, right? And I guess with that, that's that.
Is Varus holding position?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do.
What?
Siphon life.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to twin cast Siphon Life. One bolt of purplish lightning is going to fly out the Terran tech, and the other one is going to go towards the Ithorian. And I'm just like laughing internally, just mwahaha moment as I see the Jedi turning and using the dark side, standing in the fire with the Terran tech standing over him. This is this young Jedi's moment. This is where he turns. DC 17 dexterity save.
All right. Roll me 1d6.
Oh no!
That's right. It's the bouncy bounce thing.
Which one do I not want?
1.
I don't want a 1. Cool.
All right. The Shrieker will fail. You got a 2, so the Terran attack will have advantage on its save.
Snake eyes, or whatever it is with D20s.
So it will save, but it will take half damage, and the Ithorian will take full damage. All right, roll some damage. Nice. How does that all look for you, too, Malachi, as you get that bolt off as you're maniacally laughing?
Yeah, right again. So it's just purple lightning just shrieking from the ceiling in both the directions. So arcing like right across, almost across Vars's field of view is just this out of nowhere as it arcs right into the Ithorian coming towards you. And as the Terran tech is kind of tearing into Horus and the flames are still engulfing around it, it's just a mixture of now fire and purple lightning. And in my vision, it's just an aura of hot and heat and just two gigantic red auras, I guess. I don't know what the aura of the Terran tech would look like right now with the shape features added to it, but it's a sight to behold for Malachi. And I will also heal from some of this damage as well. I think I only heal from the damage to the Ithorian. Right, but that's my turn, and I will hold my position there.
Perfect. All right. Those Vars is already gone. Shrieker is.
Oh, also Tegan, it is a concentration, and it's only maintaining on the Ithorian. So I guess I will add visually that you see that the arc of purple lightning that came out and hit the Terran tech just kind of hits him in the head, lobs it, does a little minimal damage to one of its horns, and then just dissipate.
Nice. All right. The Shrieker is going to race up to you, Vars. I think you get a shot at it.
I'm gonna give it a whack when it's 5 more than. There you go, right there.
All right.
With
That'll hit.
all right, and 10 points of damage. That's he's a little further away. One step back, and he's stopped in his tracks. Yay, Sentinel!
Nice. Are you shooting him then, or are you whacking?
No, whacking him with a big blade.
Doesn't he have to move within your reach for that to whack him?
What is it when he? I forget what the specific wording is on the feature.
Yeah, I think you shoot him from that distance, I think.
Sentinel style.
Didn't your weapon have reach?
It does.
But I don't think you can hit him when he moves in, or is it when he moves out?
When he moves, creatures within your reach provoke opportunity attacks. Yeah. You know what? You're the boss. If you say he gets another step closer, he gets another step closer.
Oh no, if you pass him that stops him, let me know. But
Fine. Creatures within your
Here's the
reach.
verbiage. Creatures provoke an opportunity attack when they move to within your reach or move 5 feet or greater while within your reach. So I think once he moves within 10 feet, right, the opportunity attack will trigger if your reach is 10.
Yes, it is.
perfect. All right.
Oh no, I was looking at mastery, not style. Duh.
Sweet. So he is just going to shriek at you then. So you see him kind of gather up, kind of his just like it seems like skin begin to inflate. Both of his Athorian mouths open up wide, and you see this or hear this pretty much churning howl begin to eke out from him, just blasting all across. So he is going to cast Shriek. So give me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. I think just bars.
Ooh. Actually, wait. Fuck. All right. Saving throw, normal.
So you will take the full damage on that one, 21, as you hear that just piercing howl burst out. Actually, hold on.
I think that might, yeah.
Of course, sorry, you too.
Yay, the basilisk is.
Oh no.
Oh,
Did save the basilisk though.
So
Basilisk is fine. Yeah, the Basilisk.
what save was this again?
God saving throw for the Shriek, DC 14. God, your best stat, I think. So hopefully,
hopefully.
dice luck here.
Oh, thank goodness.
There
I
you go.
mean, a save is a save, so you take 10 damage on that side as the Shriek bursts out. Horse, are you in a one?
Yeah! Holy shit!
Horse, you are bleeding, hurt. Oh, you don't have anybody to help you before your turn. The hard part is you are in fire as well. Oh,
Okay. If all the fire damage can be absorbed by my last defense force, we're good.
nice.
Let's see it though. Dex save.
Oh, hold on. There's still a few people before you. The Terran attack too.
Oh, sorry. I got live. I was excited.
Oh, no worries, man.
My bad.
Don't worry. I'm gonna die before you go, so
I don't eat that full mimicker. This guy doesn't really have many. It doesn't have offensive uses of the force, so you've got a decent chance of this. So he's gonna make 2 epistaff
Good
attacks,
damage.
as well as his animate weapon.
alright, here we go.
All right, animate weapon first. Disadvantage. Super
Alright.
miss.
Alright.
Well.
Nice.
And then, yeah, you are like just like pretty much. You guys have seen a duel over here. Like they're both like skilled enough to avoid being hit, but it's one of those. It's just a bloodless duel as they both exchange strikes back and forth. All right. Let me roll that. Should I get it back again? There we go. All right, he's got that. He's already got Burger here, or Horse here. Oh, who's he gonna pick on? Oh yeah, definitely the Force user. Malachi, give me a DC 15 strength saving throw.
He can reach me.
Again. I thought you had that at first. Yeah.
Don't you have an advantage from your shield?
No.
No.
Yeah, he rips you to the ground and then moves you 10 feet closer to you are restrained. But he's already got his other prize in front of him. Horse, you see his claw lash out at you, followed quickly by his tusk, and followed by another claw.
Oh no.
What's your
Now
AC?
miss.
That'll miss. All right.
19.
First claw misses. Second claw misses. The tusk. 23. Do you have a
It's
shield
over.
left?
Not for kinetic.
No, you're a counselor.
I don't have a reaction.
Oh shit!
I
yeah.
used it on this turd. It's over.
That will hit. Let's see damage just out of curiosity.
No, it's over. Horse is down.
He slashes at you once, slashes at you twice. Jedi reflexes, you're bleeding barely on your feet, dodging side to side and keeping yourself afloat. But you see the second one, that he just pure frustration lowers his head, gores you. One of the tusk pierces through, and your body drops to the floor, the burning floor.
No, not yet. I forgot. Oh, didn't
second
post.
heart?
Second heart.
Nice.
He's still up. Barely.
Still standing.
I'm still standing.
Perfect.
After
And that will actually keep him in the fire too. I forgot to roll my dexterity save, because he was going to move out of there to go after Malachi, but he's going to stay in there if you're still standing.
A fly flew into my car.
Bars, give me damage on that side for the fire. I forgot to start this time.
Is it 4d8?
48.
Hey.
That was a throw.
Does it multiply with the other fire?
It doesn't multiply, but he's definitely feeling it. He is looking bloody. Yeah, he's looking bloody now too. All right, Horace, you are on your. You need to find a way to stay on your feet with this. So dexterity saving throw, DC 16 for the fire.
Okay. So long as I pass the save. No, it's over.
What's the DC?
16. DC is a 3.
Oh,
Yeah, could be low damage. Could be low damage.
Oh yeah, it could be low damage too. Because
It's gotta be no damage.
48. All right.
Do you have a dispersed force left?
The disperse force for the single. Wait, no, I can cast that at 3rd level.
Okay.
So
You only have 1 hit point. Oh wait, never mind. You get 10
Yeah,
temp.
you're 15
yeah, it could be low. This could be 4 damage.
It's 4 damage. I'm only casting it at first.
All on you.
it's 41, right?
That's not far.
So 19.
Okay, so
You can stay on your feet, because if you cast his force first, that takes that down to 10, or that takes that down to 9.
yep. So that's going to be everything out of the force points, out of the max HP from improved force barrier, but he's still up.
Sweet. You are no longer restrained, too.
So you can disengage and run.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Horse is out of resources. He's out of everything. I'm tempted just to have him keep fighting.
He will die in there, probably.
You're in the fire.
I know, but like, where is he going to go? Where is there to go? He has no range.
Wait, he's still got the booze.
He's got the booze, and he can take some med packs if he's got them too. If he just gets out of the fire.
That's true. Nice. Disengage.
Why would you know? Why would you go towards the Athorian? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I mistook that for Val for a second.
No.
I forgot. Sorry, I had the initiative thing over Val.
Oh.
There we go.
All right. Sweet. If you've got med packs, you've got a bonus action still open. Unless you got something else you want to use it for. Or you can use it for the force thing too.
If I had med packs, either I forgot to write it into Horse's sheet, or it got taken off somehow. I genuinely forget. Did we all start with a certain amount of med packs?
Whatever we would have bought.
My hubris! I would have thought nah, Horse ain't gonna need it. Alright. Bonus action, chug the brew.
Alright, you chug that brew, you get 5 force points back. And Val, you are up. You are still dueling with this shaped force user. It's pretty impressive display of skill, though no one's landed a blow.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to call my shot on this one. This is an all-out turn. Before I roll anything, I'm going to do the extra attack with the reaction. I'm going to burn my action surge. I'm going to burn my adaptive fighting. So it's all in this
All
turn.
right.
And so I'll start by contested check to try to get advantage. So I'll do a sleight of hand. All right. It's a little better.
You'll fail.
Right, so my first attack will have advantage, but it will not have the proficiency added. So -4 from this, and I will have advantage, and I will have an extra roll, and I do crit on a 17. So let me roll another 20 just to fish for it here.
Nice.
Nice. All right. So there's first attack is a crit. All right. So 24. That means I have advantage on my next attack because of my something or another. What is it? The problem with too many things on my sheet.
No, I know you have something with that.
Yeah, it's the trip weapon focus here. You score a critical hit. All right, so I'll get advantage on my next attack. So we will go again.
And don't you get disarming as well?
Oh yeah, that's right. I do get a chance to disarm. Because the actual weapon itself has disarming on it. So when you score a critical hit, if the target is no more than one size larger, must succeed on a strength saving throw of 8 plus your bonus to attacks with the weapon. And what was my bonus to the attacks, I think? 8?
Whatever it is.
Okay, so he'll drop it. Nice. All right, so that was my next attack. So it'll be, and I do get to fish for another crit here. That is a crit. All right. So we'll do a little damage on there. All right, so 19.
Finished him.
Yeah, and so I get one more attack.
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
He's-
Unless you want to make a mincemeat.
All right. So he's just hacking and slashing, and this guy's like falling to the ground. Unbeknownst to Val. So Val is, oh man, I said I was going to go all out. So here we go. Next, into the fire.
In the fire. All right.
What would it take to jump over the fire and land on the Trent attack? What is that athletics check and looking like? Or is that even possible?
Oh, that would be a 25 athletics check if you want to try that.
That would be a 25. Can I even roll a 25? I can. Let's do it. I'm going to try to jump over the fire and on top of the Trent attack. Oh.
You leap up high and you see its claw just comes and pulls you back down to the ground. Give me a dexterity save. That would have been sick. You were rolling so hot there before. Too.
I know. You had to go for it. You're feeling it. All right.
Oof. All right. Vars, do you want to roll this? Do you want me to roll it?
I don't know if you should roll it or if I should.
If you want to roll it, you can roll it.
I don't. I really don't. I don't want to feel responsible.
Unless you roll really high. Okay. I'm still alive.
Sick. All right.
Hurt. Very hurt. So pretending nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. We're good. Intended to jump in the fire. All right. I'll make my last attack against the Trent attack. And I do not think I will have advantage. I think it has to be the same target. Let me look. Don't think.
Yeah, against the target.
Okay, that's what I thought. So this one will not have advantage.
Okay.
But I'll still make a regular attack, and I will have proficiency on this one. Okay.
That'll hit.
21. And I will throw on my last. Said I'm going all in, so I might as well just stay true to that. I'll throw in my charging attack here. So that'll be a strength save 17. All right. So 9 damage plus a d8. Okay, so 4, so 13 damage. And then I'll burn Action Surge for 2 more attacks. All right. So there's some more damage. 8, and then my last attack. Crit.
Hey.
And there we go. 25.
Yes, the Terran attack is looking rough. How did that crazy thing all look for Val between pulling down the other guy, jumping into the flames, and getting the last few attacks?
Yeah, so he takes a couple swings at the other guy, kind of slightly embarrassed. He had this plan that he was going to run in and finish his guy and then taunt the group while they were still fighting theirs. And this guy just like embarrassed him. He's like, he's making him look like this guy's skilled. So he just kind of unleashes, drops that guy, and then quickly pivots, does like a backflip into the fire, trying to be kind of cute. That doesn't work. So he like rolls, hits the ground rolling as if he meant to do it, and then just gets up and makes 2 more slices on the Trent attack.
You see the Terran attack is bleeding. It's hurt. And the Basilisk is up.
Well, the Basilisk is going to try and wear down the Ithorian. So he's going to launch his assault cannon.
That'll hit. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I saw a different roll. That'll miss.
That'll miss. Okay. That goes wide. Not much. I guess it's time for second wind. It doesn't let me use it. That's fine. It's
Just roll that through. It's same level as you guys, so unless it's different for the companions, which should just be 1d 10 plus 9.
so 13 points of hit points back. And I think I'll have it move over here.
All right, Malachi, you are up.
All right. I'm going to cast my Siphon Life automatically at 48 on the Ithorian, see how much I heal and how much damage they take. So they will take 9, I will heal 4. I'll take it. That's beautiful. That's fine. Whatever. And I should run away.
You're
But I'm not
restricted.
I know, but I can teleport out of it up to 30 feet. I'm gonna use Force Throw on the Ithorian. DC 18 Strength Saving Throw. And I'm also gonna upcast this to 5th level 2.
All right.
So I hope he doesn't pass. Beautiful. So that is going to be... And I'm going to throw him at the Terrantitech, and he's going to enter the fire. So the Terrantitech and the Ithorian are both going to take 5d8 damage. That will be... What is that? Force damage? Yeah. 5d8 force damage.
Saw the Ithorian you see just splattered across the Terran attack. Does the Terran attack make a save on that?
It's at the very end. It just says, if at the end of this movement the creature or object strikes another creature or object, they both take the force damage.
Nice. All right, yeah, the Terran attack is looking fairly rough.
And does our friendly neighborhood Ithorian also take fire damage since he entered it on his turn?
It's not. He's dead, but he would get it at the start of his turn.
Okay, cool. I splattered the Terrantitech with guts. Fantastic. I'm fine. This is okay. That'll be the end of my turn.
All right, Vars, you're up. You may be on mute, Vars, if you're talking.
Sorry, I'm only loading on the Terrantitech. Does that 19 connect?
It does.
Hell yeah. Rolling damage. It's the what is it? The cold ammo cryo cell.
All right.
So Constitution save. That's fine.
Will succeed.
I still won't get to deal an extra damage, so that's 8. And also, because of Guerrilla Mastery, and then the last bullet point, once per turn, when I hit a creature with a weapon attack, and if there are any of the creatures within 5 feet of it and are not incapacitated, I deal additional damage equal to twice proficiency bonus, so that's an extra 8 damage on top.
Nice. It's barely up.
Barely up. Let's see if I can do something about that.
A decent hit or two should take it down.
Another attack with the heavy pistol. Does a
14.
17 connect? All right. Well, I think it's time to surge. 100% time to surge, because after me, yep, no. There it is. Use the ability. All right. So I got enough shots. Let's take those.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
It is barely up.
All right. I'm gonna try it again.
That'll hit too.
That'll hit too. Let's go.
Put it down.
Put it down. All right. Well, after seeing the combatant he was gonna try to take down get flung at the Tyrant attack, it's like, oh, the hell with it. He just starts like unloading on it, trying to take it down. And when he sees that the first two, that the first hit really start to affect it, he starts to just blast it until it goes down. Just essentially unloading the rest of that power pack into it.
Nice. You see it crumple to the ground. You see the Tyrant attack has been vanquished. You see the other Yuzon Vong creatures of shape at Master Nimian's hand, dead or burning along in the fire. And you guys have emerged victorious. Before we wrap up today, let's do a quick check-in. How's everybody looking so far?
Real bad.
Between my circlet and force body, my force points are fucking amazing right now, and HP wise, I'm doing pretty good. But I do have a question: do we still have our maximum hit points increased, even though you went down, or did we lose that?
Oh, that's up for 24 hours, regardless of
Okay.
whether or not Force even died.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking pretty good.
By the way,
Are you tracking your HP? Because you should be lower with your HP, Matt.
Yeah, so don't go off my character sheet. I'm tracking my HP. I have 94 HP total with the plus 20 on the max. But I'm at 76 out of 94. So I've been taking the majority from force points and the other half, like when I have to split it in half, from hit points.
Okay.
So I actually am doing pretty good, and with all the heals that I got and everything from Siphon, was it Siphon Life? Yeah, I'm healthy.
So I figured this would be a rough time, so I brought 10 med packs.
Oh boy, wow. I'm gonna keep my 2 then.
I'm at 1 HP! 1 HP, 5 force points.
Yeah, and I'm down to 1 superiority die and 46 HP.
Yeah, 11 HP, no superiority die, no action surge, no second wind, basically nothing.
Holy
But
shit.
I'm alive. So
Listen, I've rolled many characters. I can still roll another. They focus on the fighters. They still hit. That's their main thing. I'm out of spells.
You could have died there. Roll me a d20 just to see how that death save would have went if you stayed in the flames. Because you got in that
Let's
one,
see
that would have been dead. Okay. You don't live at least another turn.
That was close. So we get to take a short rest now, right?
You guys.
The funny thing is, I have a feeling this was just the mini boss. Wait, I have a feeling that this was the fight that was meant to use up our resources.
Yeah, And also, Tegan, at the beginning of this fight, between those two heavy hits that the Terran Tech let out, I did have 54 temp HP, and it was like obliterated within the first 3 rounds
Just zip.
How did you have 54 tip HP?
from Vitality Shield when I rolled earlier.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
If you, you got 27 from that total, then times it by 2?
Yes.
Wow. And you minused out the earlier damage too from those traps as well, right?
Yes, exactly. I didn't take a lot of damage from those.
No worries. For the next session, make sure to just track that on your sheet too. All right, but yeah, so we'll pick up next session next week as you guys get into the final piece of the invasion of Ethor and kind of have to decide, make some big decisions as well that'll come up. So definitely make sure to join us, everyone, next Tuesday, the 30th, and see how this wraps up for the crew.